Is it a coincidence that the
That's the empty picture right there. Yes. It's interesting. It's actually by design. It's almost like they know it. Like the time frame to get from the high to the next low is basically timed for some reason. On the lower time frame, that is. If we change to the smaller time frame, look at that 1, 2, 3. But it's saying it's not. It's about a 64 area. Bigger time frame, it will show way overbought, right? And a bigger time frame is not showing a doji. So we want to see is the high of this in order for it to be broken, 102.76. Meaning that then on the 1 hour, 102.76 is the current high on that. The question here, can the price head towards to that price? If the price doesn't want to, in our fib retracement on a shorter term time frame, that it has to correct 38, 50, 62, 102.62, and then the odds probably to head towards here is highly probable. Now, if it doesn't want to, then bingo, then that's where we need to short, because it may be that by the time it's reaching around these levels, it is now going to be on the overbought. Okay, so this is where we create OCOs and stuff. Let's stop this. Okay, let's create an OCO. And let's see what's the low of this. 102.40, 102.43, 102.402. So it's low of that one. And create 102.37 for now. 102.37. 102.37. 102.36. 102, say 69. One second. Okay, so part of the strategy then that I just put the limit just below this here, and then the risk I put it at 102.36. Okay, yeah, 102.36, 102.40, like 4 pips below the price. Yes. Okay, so basically. Now we'll see by the time this finishes whether if M1 will really hold in terms of a trend to head towards to the upside. Can it break all the way 102.78? I mean, highly probable, because if we now look on the 4-hourly chart, it's an uptrend. Daily chart, bulls are currently in control as far as we're concerned. Create a new low and we'll create a new higher high somewhere sometime. But how do we also know that where's really the highest point? Well, the highest point was over there. It did break. Next price to beat is 103.66. So we go to a bigger time frame. Bulls are in control. You can see through there. This is definitely the next price to beat. 103.61. Because it's already been violated. They already took the price. Yeah, the next one is 103.25, around that level here too. So what are the odds and probability then that the price can take our order? Highly, highly probable in the hourly chart. Okay. Nice. So let's see maybe if you, I'll pass the presentation to you, JP, and see if you will be able to find same scenarios on based on what I did, either to the upside or to the downside.
Okay. So,
did that help you, by the way?
Yes, it is. Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, good.
This one. There was one there, but just a little bit too late now.
Oh, I think I got muted before. Alright, now looking, see here now with the dollar Swiss. So with the dollar Swiss, it is now reaching to the supply level in an uptrend. So the question is, can they break that high 16 or 12 hours ago?
So looking at this, I mean, exactly what you said, it's a buyer's ring and draw. I would probably go up to that 93.20, just go up to 93.18. So in this scenario, then we would wait till I did touch the 61 point there as well. So in this scenario, we wait for this completed candle finishes before deciding.
Mm-hmm.
So when the price gets to 93.25, that big price get in there. That's when we're going to start looking to go short.
Correct. That's if they, and there we want to see like it hovering like a doji type, doji, and bam, then that's where it's going to fail.
Something like this, like a shooting star maybe, doji.
Yeah, something like that. Those. So with your, I think the pound dollar, right? You said it's too late. Not quite, right? It all depends on, so if you look in the 4-hourly chart on that, it is pretty much just starting.
There it is. So yeah, 1.52, 1.517, so it's 30 pips 10 rating.
Yeah, 1.5172, right? As far as we're concerned, it can drop all the way down to 151, because if you look on the daily chart, look how powerful that is. If you go to the daily chart, sellers are way too powerful, right? And it is in a downtrend.
On the way out, down short. Divergence. So the entry here, in this area, 151.98.
Correct. So the question is, what if it chooses to come back? Because are there any reports today that it might affect it?
Did you change your password?
Oh no, sorry, still the same. Yeah, I created the Trader Dojo, that people can come into the office during lunchtime, right? And then see if you could do potential trades.
Which password? I am or I am?
I am.
It's a nice office you got there, mate.
I'm sorry?
It's a very nice office that you've got there.
What was that?
It's a nice office.
Oh, the
I saw
office?
the picture. Yeah, I saw the picture on the internet.
Yeah, I like it.
So tonight, yeah, with the pound, with the inflation report, CDI distributed trade, and obviously some dollar housing price index, month on month, it's a median. New home sales.
So in 2 hours time. Yeah, so in 2 hours time, your time, I think that is in your time, right? 2 hours? Actually, in 2 hours, both of our times. The inflation report. So as far as we're concerned, they could push the price all the way further up as well before it can tank. Who knows? It can do that.
But to structure a trade, because it's in a downtrend, I mean, this is very similar to the one we've done before. So any price around this downtrend line would be an entry to go short, and a break of that downtrend line would be a closure. Is that right?
Correct. So see the big empty space in the middle? Those are the prices that it can play.
Yeah. Okay. So this is where patience comes into it as well, just waiting to see what this is going to do.
Yes, that's right.
But the odds and probabilities, because the daily is being hammered so far, is that this has got a higher probability of going more to the downside in any case.
Yes, because the bigger picture is still a downtrend. Bigger picture, downtrend.
Bigger picture data.
Now the question here is weekly, monthly. It's been hammered. Yeah, now the big question here is, when is really a proper time of buying? That is the biggest question. Like in terms of, if institutions are buying, where can we buy where institutions are buying? So how can we know then, JP?
Well, that's looking good on the weekly, in any case, the doji. I mean, they've pushed it down to 106, 506, and pushed it all the way back up. So they've rejected that as a level of demand, but a next strong demand level. Probably the
Correct.
150, yeah. Oh. It's broken all trend line. Okay. Just go back.
And look at the monthly.
In this scenario, see that uptrend? That's already broken. So now,
Correct.
like you described before, it's going to have to make another line somewhere here.
Yeah.
So
now the next price to beat the next one will be the low of that doji and the low of that red bar right there. That one and the doji 2 months before that.
So 147.
Yeah. So since now sellers are way in control, that when the price retraces approximately 155, 154, 157 even, then we have to sell that.
Yeah.
Because with such a big drop, I mean, it can go further, but in order to correct itself, because the market cannot just drop just like that, right? They have to correct itself. Yeah. So the odds and probability that will, now we need to find then that if it's going to correct itself, when can it correct itself? Or where is the buying price of correction? Then looking at now your stabilization at with the weekly, which is now the doji, at least we can define the actual risk. The risk is so small because they formed that support base on that side. And if it chooses to correct itself to the upside, it's actually huge.
That's what you said, what,
55, 54. Yeah. So there you go. So we then it reaches to those levels, we got a short. You cannot go continuing to the long to the upside.
Would you trade
Yeah.
up to 157?
Yes, it will take weeks though in order for that to happen. Even to go to 155, 54, it might struggle, but it has to break first that first level of supply, which is now the 152.70, 153. Yeah, those three bottom ones in the past. They need to break that first in order for it to go to those levels. Now there's a potential M2 on the weekly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we buy at the end of the week, depending on what the price will do, even a red doji, yeah, I don't care if it goes a red doji, even better, then at least, yeah, about 110 pips to make 300 pips to the upside, probably even a potential 400 pips, then awesome. Even 500, 600 even, if it goes at 157.50. Yeah. That's a 5-to-1 reward to risk ratio, but definitely it will take time. So, you know, in terms of trying to get some profits once again into our bank account, then this will be a good trade, to be honest.
And that euro yen trade you described before was, I think that's like 800 pips.
Yeah. Yeah. So things like that. Euro yen, the pound yen, right? So these are definitely the setups that we need, but we just have to keep waiting as well.
Okay.
That's lucky we looked into that actually. Pound dollar, yeah, I put that at 3 stars. Ooh.
From Saturday, yeah. I was winning that.
No, from today actually we did the pound dollar, right? Yeah, we looked at the pound dollar, so I put it 3 stars. Now that we both analyze it and looking more closely,
Yep.
and yeah, I made it now 5 stars. It's definitely it's a good potential with it.
It all depends on that report at 9 o'clock in an hour, 2 hour and a half hours.
Yes. Well, for the report, they can push the price all the way down to 150, 120, 151. Who knows what they can do with it? Then even better for us. We can buy back in, right?
Yep.
Now, as long as the lows doesn't want to supersede the previous lows, then we'll be fine. Because the 1 hourly is now showing, if we can see on the 1 hourly, right? The 1 hourly now is showing a series of higher lows.
Yeah. Well, while you were talking, the trade just went off.
I'm sorry?
I'll show you. I think my New Zealand got stopped. Yeah, Jesus. Look at that.
Oh.
Sellers are coming
Yeah, I'm out too. I got,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa. Wow.
Holy moly. Yeah, see, these are the things as well. Like see 83.50,
Yeah.
lower lows, lower highs, bam, lower lows. Didn't want to. Failure, didn't want to fail. Didn't want to continue. From the high perspective. Hence, that's why if we go back to the pound dollar, if the report comes, they might push the price back all the way to the downside.
Yeah.
And provided that if now the lows won't be broken, then we're going to be safe. But if the lows are not going to be, or if the lows are going to be broken, then continuation further to the downside, that doji will be a failure. Alright, see, they're pushing it up. Higher highs, higher lows. They can push that price all the way to that level, 52.28. So 40 pips to the upside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's do this one.
Yep.
Put a sell mechanical order, a sell or entry at 52. Yes, please.
52.
52. Yeah, 52.14 is good. 52.18 is good too. Nice. Then we goes to that part. And then there's a sell order right there, right? And we'll do a buyback order at the good level of demand. Yeah, pretty much around at 51.37. 50, even put 51.40.
So that's a bit
Cool. Oh, okay. So there's a danger to that order, right? Because what happens is that if it doesn't go to 50, the first sell entry, if it drops to 56, oh yeah, either or, you make money. So whoever goes first, because if it goes in a buy entry, and then it goes up, then you make money. If it triggers the sell entry, and it drops, then you make money. Oh, sweet. See, your one is way better than ours. Bloody NFA. Yeah, awesome. We'll see which one gets triggered first. Yeah. Now we create two on that end. Look, they took people out, the Kiwi, and then look, it came back up again.
Oh.
You see it?
Yeah. No,
Are you guys still having heat waves over there? Is it pretty hot there?
Yeah,
Harry,
in Sydney
or?
it is. In Sydney it is. But Brisbane's got torrential cyclones.
Wow. Yeah, Brisbane's been hammering down. Well, the coast anyway. Yeah. See right there. Didn't want to continue. 83, 51.83. Even look at the pound against the yen. It tanked as well. He was at one. He was high earlier. See, he was at 140, 41, back to 38. Man, see, days like this is when you should be staying at home. Look at that, from 138, it went to 140, 200 pips, and now back down to another 150. Wow, 40, 39. within that gap. And look at that. Euro yen.
Euro yen as well.
Euro yen. Oh, look at that thing. It's just getting to that support. 121.20. 200 pips to the upside, 200 pips to the downside. That's 400 pips in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours. So if you did that, if you started day trading that from 125 from yesterday. So if you just do everything, 125 all the way to 119, 600 pips, 1,400 pips. Oh. Jeez. Yeah, days like that is when you be at home trading. Wow. 1,400 pips. One normal stand at 14 grand in 2 days. Man. I'm sorry? That's the only one standard lot. Exactly, one standard lot. So if you go 3, 14, 4, that's 42 grand. I would have been put your money back, JP.
Yeah, I know.
42 grand. Yeah, 3 normal standard lots. You need a lot of balls to do that though. But they come once in a while. They comes in, oh, bam, to go, bam, bam. That's how one guy, oh, it's a demo. It's a demo though. It's a trading comp. The guy had 50, made it to $5 million in 30 days. He's putting everything all in one go, like, yeah, ridiculous. And then people were messaging him, right? He goes, I don't know, I was just lucky. That's what he said. He said, I said, I'm just lucky. Luck. I'm just luck. He's from Indonesia. So, yeah, just like, because it's demo, right? You could just put everything in one go. And see, now they're trying to push it up, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. They're going to increase that. Yeah, we're going to be greedy. Just put it right there. Okay. Anything else do we see, JP?
Did you trade? Aussie?
Yeah.
You're still in Aussie? Is that going now as well?
Yeah, Aussie just tanked. It was 102.30 before. See? Bam. Well, there's a good opportunity there, though. Yeah, say from a lower lows, lower highs, still pretty downtrend. The question is, can it go below 102.25?
So you're out of this thing?
I'm sorry?
You're out of this one now as well?
Oh, yeah, I'm out. Oh, no. I've got one left. Only one account. My stop loss is at 102.19, 102.16, the low of the dirty. Yeah. So this one's still very nice. I'm still liking it. As long as I want to see the low tomorrow. If the low doesn't want to go beyond that, I'm gonna buy probably one more.
It's been a tough month, hasn't it?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, the two trades, the Kiwi and the Aussie, mainly the Kiwis, what stopped. Okay, I'm just looking at the dollar CAD. getting a better price in terms of buying. Yeah, definitely OCOs are very powerful, especially with this volatility.
Yeah.
Maybe 22.
So you're going long CAD now?
Yeah. $11:43. One more, like 15 more minutes. Okay, let's see on the 15-minute chart. Sellers, they're trying to push the price all the way down. 15-minute chart. Yeah, I think we'll be able to get a better price at 102.45. It's a form of a rebound. Interesting how things can change, right? Within 1 hour.
Oh, I know.
Okay, now my thing is that as long as the low doesn't want to go below that 102.40.03, 102.40.02, then we're going to have a nice V formation.
Where are you moving?
The dollar CAD,
Hour or 15 minutes?
1 hour.
V formation. So you think it's going to bounce off that trend line now?
No, as long as the low doesn't want to go last hour's low, and we're pretty much on the safe side. Oh, remember the lady Belinda?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, part of, she was in the she was in the class last year, and then out of nowhere she disappeared. Sent her a text, called her, emailed her, didn't get any response, right? I knew that she was having some issues and problems, but at least, a quick email just to say, hey, I'm going to be out and about. And then out of nowhere, she joins a meetup group, because when I changed the website, because I didn't know what her plans were, so even though she's still pretty much in the database, she couldn't have access to anything, so she got into the meetup group. So I don't know if she plans to come back. We'll see. There's a problem about when it comes to trading. Either you're persistent or people will leave. See, look at that. And now it's coming back up, mate. See, look at that. Weird, huh?
Nah, it's magic, man. It's not weird.
Testing, so in 10 minutes and see what the price will hold. Then I had another guy gave me a call. He goes, oh, can I see you? I said, okay, come along. So I had a meeting with him. When was it? Today's Monday. So Friday.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, I lost a lot of money. I went to, do you know Investals? I think they have it in Australia. Investals.
No.
Yeah. It's another education company. They own Options Express.
Oh, okay.
Remember them as well? Options Express.
Mm-hmm.
Now he goes, oh, paid $2,000, and hasn't made me any money, blah blah, and he's retired mechanical engineer, and I gave him all my money for them to look after my portfolio, my 401k. So they lost me more than $100,000. Like, oh shoot. And so, and then he showed me a system, and I was like, well, the problem is that, you're buying way too late. And by the time you're buying, you're already in the supply level. And then it drops. I said, yeah, that's what's been happening to me. I said, well, you can see it right there, right? And then he goes, then he got pissed off. He got pissed off. I was like, so how do you get into this stuff? I said, well, it takes time to learn this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're willing to learn it, then this is how much it costs you. And he goes, what? See, and then he goes, well, good luck to you. I'm out of it. Bye. And then all of a sudden he sends me an email. Right? And he goes, I thought I joined an organization that is honest, blah blah blah, and then I replied back to him and said, excuse me, because how could you say that I'm dishonest if you even haven't even gone into any of our programs? It's so funny, man. He cracks me up. And he goes, well, because during the meeting, he goes, do you think you would be able to, do you know any other people that will do it for free? People will just meet up. I said, well, there are, you can, but the question is, people who are doing, who are going to be looking at the same like yours, I know people who are seeking the same like yours, they're also not consistent in the way how they're doing things. So you can meet up with them if you want to, but still, the blind leading the blind. So, and people who would be able to help you, they're not gonna basically just work for free. I said, no way. And he goes, I don't know what impression you got that I will be doing it for you for free. I said, no way. If with my knowledge, you gotta pay, man. That's what I said. People are funny sometimes, and I said, I understand that you lost a lot, but don't blame it on to me or to others, just because you lost so much money. That it is going to be our fault. I said, it's your fault. And you should have learned properly first before getting into something that you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, it's a big problem over here. At least over there, yeah, I think it's a little bit more regulated. But like anywhere in the world anyway, you can open up a $25,000, $50,000 account without actually really learning this, and you can lose it all.
Yeah, very quickly too.
Yeah, absolutely. Simon, oh yeah, what happened to him? Because Simon taught Kim Riley, from what I heard.
Yeah, Simon Martin.
Yeah.
His brother-in-law.
And Kim Riley is no longer around. He's his brother-in-law. What's the other guy's name? Carlo. No, but Carlo is not his. Who's the other one? He was in the same, like, I think, no, his other brother-in-law. Yeah, because he's married to Kim's wife. Not Kim's sister.
Oh, Simon's married, and Kim are brother-in-laws, and then Simon Martin and Jamie McIntyre are brother-in-laws.
Ah.
And he's the owner of Century.
So Century 21, that's right. Now, who's the other one there? Kim's brother-in-law. I forgot his name. Man, that poor guy, man. He lost a lot, and he's about thinking of getting a job. And during the 2000 and when did I leave? 2002, 2003.
Mhm.
So what Kim did, he took money out from his mortgage and then put everything to AMP. Made $1 million, man.
Oh,
Made more
right.
than $1 million with Kim. Then the last meeting that I went to, the Universal meeting, that's when Kim was trying to explain to everybody how he made $1 million or more, right? But you can see based on technical analysis, it's all bullshit. But that's the thing that he had to explain to ASIC, and that's what his brother got into as well. So they put everything. But someone told me someone gave him insider information.
Wow.
And then so the last time I saw his brother-in-law, he was clean cut, he had a new suit, he was happy. But prior to that, man, this guy like didn't even have a shower. You can tell like his hair's all like messy and smoking a lot, beard. Yeah, man, it was awful. So like yeah, after that it's like he was sitting pretty after that, and then for some reason they all disappeared. But is
Yeah,
it a
he's
color or is it
gone
part of
through.
Universal Solution?
He was. He was originally with John Giannopoulos, whatever, at Break Events, and then he came across to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They're all in bed with one another anyway.
Then the other. Yeah, that's true. Then the other one was it wasn't Carlo. Yeah, John Gian. Yeah, John Gian didn't someone sue him? Didn't he go to jail or something? I don't know if he
I
went to
might be
jail.
to I know the ASICs were onto him.
John Gian, him. I think he's still trying to do something. John Gian.
Yeah.
Then John Gian. And what's the other guy's name from Break Free Events?
Knowledge source. That was it.
That. Oh, so he's got something new now. Knowledge source.
Yeah. It's just rehash. They're everywhere. They'll come back.
I remember they're the ones who promoted my first world seminar that I went to.
Oh.
Didn't regret it though. It was pretty good. And then they gave me a free. No, it wasn't free. I got into the real estate seminar. The two brothers, they're friends from Queensland. Reno Kings. Remember them? I think they're still around. Yeah.
I remember.
I learned something from those guys. The Reno Kings. Yeah, they were pretty good. And the other one, Steve McKnight. I couldn't do what he was doing though.
What was he called? He had 300 properties. He did it.
I think
He's the court.
the flipping thing. The flipper, I think they call him the master flipper, right?
Yeah.
Or the lease ones, the lease options.
That's it. Yeah. It's like mezzanine finance or something.
So do you still do real estate, John? JP?
No.
Not anymore.
Nothing. No, it's finished.
Haven't touched it in a while. Gotcha.
No, all that time and effort. There's so many people putting their hands into the pie to take a bit out of it. It's too hard, mate.
Yeah.
The laws are tightening up. The rates aren't there anymore. The margins aren't there anymore.
Jeez. Yeah, it's expensive. I was just telling my wife, well, imagine if interest rates over there would be like 3.25%.
Oof.
Yeah, because the rates dropped here by 0.25, and then straight away, like, yeah, let's do it. So we got cheaper once again. And then now in Florida, my brother-in-law bought 2 properties, right? They're huge. Guess how much they are?
How much?
Because it tanked. Uh,
Mm.
60 grand and 80 grand. It's
Wow.
ridiculous. Because no one's buying, so he bought them. So he's living in one, and then the other one, his parents living in it just next door.
Are they nice houses?
Actually, I did see the house. It's not too bad. Yeah, got a big backyard. Yeah, Florida is good. The prices are way cheaper for like 100 and if you got 120 grand, 150 grand, you can buy a 4-bedroom house, huge, big backyard. Everything's cheap in the East Coast. Over here, though, it's freaking expensive as. It's Australia's more expensive.
Oh, it's ridiculous here, man.
I don't know how out of nowhere it just came up. Even the food. It's so expensive. What's the average if you go to a fast food place? $10 for a meal?
Oh,
Right
yeah.
in Australia these days?
Yeah.
$12.
Yeah.
Holy moly! But what's the hourly minimum wage in Australia?
Oh, it's a bit different.
15?
It's more than it's about $20.
$20. See, so $20 over there. Over here, it's $8.25.
Yeah, plus tips.
So seriously, I don't. Plus, oh my goodness, I don't know how people can survive here if they have like for $8.25. That's why some of them, man, they have like 3 jobs, 4 jobs, something ridiculous. Okay, so that's what's happening.
So the cat, you go inside that?
At least the low. Yeah, the low is still high compared to the previous low. Higher highs, higher lows. And then the pound dollar is just a doji. I think they're just going to be waiting on that report. So now they have to make a decision now within that level.
Okay.
For the pound against the dollar.
Right,
Yeah, so I hope you learned something today. Aside from talking about McIntyre and stuff. Alright, JP, you have a good night, man. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Alright, catch you, bro.
So, your trade is either or. Either or, you'll make money anyway. Either to the downside or to the upside. See you. See you, JP.
See you, mate. Bye.